I told y'all I cannot make this up. So we gonna let Siri read for a second. Cause what did I say? In reality, the year was 2160, right? And that denotes the 7 ether, the 7G, the 7D, however you want to say it. It denotes that cycle to begin. But that being said, the 6 ether is settled on a physical state. Again, reason why niggas is seeing demon syndromes, because they can't really operate past the 6. Okay, really it's supposed to be past the 5, past the 6 settled. You seeing a lot of stuff break down, even this whole paradigm. So I've been saying today is actually Aquarius because it's February on my book, but they're saying it's Aries. The only thing that's Aries is most likely the sun because of the alignment. It's supposed to be Polaris, but I think it's Vega. But the alignment's supposed to be lined up just like the 8-8 portal when it's lined up to Leo. Aries is a fire sign also, I believe. So it's just another alternate of so. So that being said, let's see what's up.
The age of Aquarius, in astrology, is either the current or forthcoming astrological age, depending on the method of calculation. Astrologers maintain that an astrological age is a product of the Earth's slow precessional rotation and lasts for 2,160 years. On average, one great year equals 25,920 year period of precession. 12 zodiac signs equals 2,160 years. 2. 12 zodiac signs equals 2,160 years. An age of Aquarius symbol. Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. Da Vinci created this drawing. C. 1487. Chakras, or energy centers, were added later. 1. There are various methods of calculating the boundaries of an astrological age. In sun sign astrology, the first sign is Aries. Follow. Followed by Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, whereupon the cycle returns to Aries and through the zodiacal signs again. Astrological ages proceed in the opposite direction. Therefore, the age of Aquarius follows the age of Pisces. 3. The approximate 2,160 years for each age corresponds to the average time it takes for the vernal equinox to move from one constellation of the zodiac into the next. This average can be computed by dividing the Earth's 25,800-year gyroscopic precession period by 12, the number of zodiacal signs. This is only a rough calculation, as the length of time it takes for a complete precession is currently increasing. A more accurate set of figures is 25,772 years for a complete cycle and 2,147.5 years per astrological age. According to various astrologers' calculations, approximate dates for entering the age of Aquarius range from 1447 CE, Terry McKinnell, to 3597 CE, John A. Day. 4.
Okay, so y'all see what it says. This is approximate dates for entering the age of Aquarius range from 1,447 common era. So a common era is pretty much a connection of these parallels, making it, it's really talking about this time loop shit, meaning it's a loop, because it wouldn't be a common era if it wasn't. So that's dealing with the box though, because you put two diamonds and line them up. Now you have E, F, G, H. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, alpha, beta, gamma, delta is the first diamond. So when you look at 3,597, that's right before the timeline 3693, which is the ending of the Saturn Moon matrix. I just wanted to point that out. You know, the whole point of me even starting this was to find the words for what I was feeling.
Astrologers do not agree on when the Aquarian age will start or even if it has already started. 5 Campion, 1999. 4. Lists various references from mainly astrological sources for the start of the age of Aquarius. Based on Campion's summary, most published materials on the subject state that the age of Aquarius arrived in the 20th century.
That being said, 1,447 actually represents the 4D, denoting on a physical state. That's like, that was 2021. Okay. And 3,597. Let's see something real quick. 3,597 divided by 360. Yeah, that's dealing with the 9 ether. Okay, so 1,447 is when it denoted that Hertz. That was past the crown or the head. It was past that chakra. Like, you see this? You see that sun above the crown, above the purple? That's when you go into a higher state of you. Okay? But you have to unlock these 7 chakras, or these 7 keys within. And you pretty much go into a higher state, which really deals with the time traveling and all that extra shit. Which was reason people was revealing things from this time, dealing with the Egyptians and so on and so on. Since then, we're going to say that's 2021. People been revealing this timeline as the Kundalini rises. Okay, so 2160 represents today. Okay, and when it ends, where was it? It ends at 3693. Okay, but it needs a rebirth, because 3597 is like the 9 going into the 10th, which kind of represents Pluto. Okay, it's a whole timeline, but it's also a Hertz. It's like tracking the sun just to show you where we at. It's pretty much how we tracking the sun, but really this is lunar kind of time, because the lunar manipulates the energy from the backside of the sun, from the Mu and Nu energies dealing with Alman. The M and the N came from the energies Alman. Okay, which stands for the tree of life. Continuing.
Astrologers do not agree on when the Aquarian age will start or even if it has already started. 5 Campion, 1999. 4. Lists various references from mainly astrological sources for the start of the age of Aquarius. Based on Campion's summary, most published materials on the subject state that the age of Aquarius arrived in the 20th century, 29 claims, with the 24th century in second place with 12 claimants. 6. Astrological ages are taken to be associated with the precession of the equinoxes. The slow wobble of the Earth's rotation axis on the celestial sphere is independent of the diurnal rotation of the Earth on its own. Astrologers do not agree on when the Aquarian age will start or even if it has already started. 5 Campion, 1999. 4. Lists various references from mainly astrological sources for the start of the age of Aquarius. Based on Campion's summary, most published materials on the subject state that the age of Aquarius arrived in the 20th century, 29 claims, with the 24th century in second place with 12 claimants. 6. Astrological ages are taken to be associated with the precession of the equinoxes. The slow wobble of the Earth's rotation axis on the celestial sphere is independent of the diurnal rotation of the Earth on its own axis and the annual revolution of the Earth around the Sun. Traditionally, this 25,800-year-long cycle is calibrated, for the purposes of determining astrological ages, by the perceived location of the Sun in one of the 12 zodiac constellations at the vernal, spring equinox, which corresponds to the moment the Sun is perceived as crossing the celestial equator, marking the start of spring in the northern hemisphere each year, roughly. Roughly every 2,150 years the Sun's position at the time of the vernal equinox will have moved into a new zodiacal constellation. In 1929 the International Astronomical Union defined the edges of the 88 official constellations. The edge established between Pisces and Aquarius officially locates the beginning of the Aquarian age around 2600 CE. Many astrologers dispute this approach because of the varying sizes and overlap between the zodiacal They prefer the long-established convention of equally sized signs, spaced every 30 degrees along the ecliptic, which are named for the 12 background zodiacal constellations. Astrologers believe that an astrological age affects humanity, possibly by influencing the rise and fall of civilizations or cultural tendencies. Traditionally, Aquarius is associated with electricity, computers, flight, democracy, freedom, humanitarianism, idealism, modernization, nervous disorders, rebellion, nonconformity, philanthropy, veracity, perseverance, humanity, and irresolution. 8, 9, among other dates. One view is that the age of Aquarius arrived around 1844, with the harbinger of Sayyid Ali Muhammad, 1819 to 1850. Who founded Babism. 10. Marcia Moore and Mark Douglas promoted the view that, although no one knows when the Aquarian age begins, the American Revolution, the Industrial Revolution, and the discovery of electricity are all attributable to the Aquarian age. 11. Moore and Douglas make a number of predictions about the trends that they believe will develop in the Aquarian age. 12. Proponents of medieval astrology suggest that the Pisces world where religion is the opiate of the masses will be replaced in the Aquarian age by a world ruled by secretive, power-hungry elites seeking absolute power over others. That knowledge in the Aquarian age will only be valued for its ability to win wars. That knowledge and science will be abused, not industry and trade. And that the Aquarian age will be a dark age in which religion is considered offensive. 13. Another view suggests that the rise of scientific rationalism, combined with the fall of religious influence, the increasing focus on human rights since the 1780s, the exponential growth of technology, plus the advent of flight and space travel, are evidence of the dawning of the age of Aquarius. 14. 15. A wave theory of the shifting great ages suggests that the age of Aquarius will not arrive on a given date but is instead emerging in influence over many years, similar to how the tide surges forward incrementally rather than all at once. 16. Rudolf Steiner believed that the age of Aquarius will arrive in 3573. In Steiner's approach, each age is exactly 2160 years. Based on this structure, the world has been in the age of Pisces since 1413. Rudolf Steiner had spoken about two great spiritual events, the return of Christ in the ethereal world, and not in a physical body, because people must develop their faculties until they can reach the ethereal world, and the incarnation of Ahriman, Zoroaster's destructive spirit that will try to block the evolution of humanity. 17. In an article about feminism in the French newspaper La Fronde from February 26, 1890, Auguste van Dekkerkove stated, about March 21st this year the cycle of Aquarius will start. Aquarius is the house of the woman. He adds that is in this age the woman will be equal to the man. 18. Gnostic philosopher Samuel Onweir declared February 4, 1962 to be the beginning of the age of Aquarius, heralded by the alignment of the first 6 planets, the Sun, the Moon and the constellation Aquarius. 19. Psychanalyst Carl Jung mentions the age of Aquarius in his book Ion, believing that the age of Aquarius will constellate the problem of the union of the opposites. In accordance with other prominent astrologers, Jung believes the age of Aquarius will be a dark and spiritually deficient time for humanity, mentioning that it will no longer be possible to write off evil as the mere privation of good. Its real existence will have to be recognized in the age of Aquarius. According to Jung's interpretation of astrology, the age of Pisces began with the birth and death of Christ, associating the Ichthys, colloquially known as the Jesus fish, with the symbol of Pisces. Following the age of Pisces would be the age of Aquarius, the spiritually deficient age before the arrival of the Antichrist. 20. The expression Age of Aquarius in popular culture usually refers to the heyday of the hippie and New Age movements in the 1960s and 1970s. Citation needed. The 1967 musical Hair, with its opening song Aquarius and the line "This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius," brought the Aquarian age concept to the attention of audiences worldwide. However, the song further defines this dawning of the age within the first lines. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. Astrologer Neil Spencer denounced the lyrics as astrological gibberish, noting that Jupiter aligns with Mars several times a year and the moon is in the 7th house for 2 hours every day. 21. The music festival commonly known as Woodstock was billed as an Aquarian exposition. 22.